And good evening, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
To a new and exciting episode of Chronicles of the Shattered, where we have just discovered that Matthew is now canon in Faerun due to some updates. So he's very excited. And we are too.
Those who haven't heard, I saw something earlier today. Apparently, Strahd 2 is taking place in Inmouth, Massachusetts. Now, granted, Inmouth's not a real town. It's where Lovecraft put all his stuff. But they reference it being in the state of Massachusetts, where I am from. So if Massachusetts is in Faerun, I guess technically that means all of us are, because if Massachusetts is, so is the rest of the U.S.
I mean, they could just say
the whole damn
different.
world in.
We never know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Massachusetts just teleported off the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, most of us from that state would be perfectly okay with that.
They just spelled it a little bit differently. You don't realize it yet until it releases. That's it. Welcome, everybody.
And then I cry.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody. We're glad that you are joining us. I see there's a bunch of our friends in chat. I saw Silly Shadow. I saw Majestic Goose Network, who raided us over the weekend. So thank you guys so much for that raid, Goose Network. We appreciate that. We are going to be diving into our episode here really soon, but I just wanted to make a quick announcement so that everybody has their schedules updated. Next Monday, we will not have a Chronicles of the Shattered stream. We'll be off next Monday, but we will be back on Star Wars Day. Yes.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th.
I thought we were playing Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'd like to play Star Wars. That'd be kind of cool.
Play with yourself.
Maybe.
So what that means is anybody who buys a copper chest on Star Wars Day, our characters get a free lightsaber. DM says so.
It's the Sun Sword. It's also known as the
Energy
Sun Sword.
You guys had lightsabers in the last campaign you played. So, welcome, Funky Own Step. Good to see you.
All of us didn't. What are you talking about?
John's here.
Another announcement, we will not have a Phandelver and Below stream this coming Friday as well. So we're going to be dark this weekend, going into next week, but we will return that following weekend. So we got those updates for you. And if you need a reminder, you can always go to our Discord and join us there. If you type in !Discord in our Twitch chat, you'll get a quick link that you can add to our Discord channel. Hang out with us there. So we would appreciate that. We have a bunch of stream chats that we update our schedules within, so you can check out those as well. I think that is all of my channel announcements. I think that as of right now, our latest on Beyond Wishes and Wilds is because of some work-related stuff. They had to take a little bit of a pause, so we're waiting to hear from the DM Victoria on when the return of that stream will be, and we will post that in Discord as well. It's okay, Dogs for Life. Moobot doesn't seem to like anybody. Moobot doesn't have a lot of friends, and yeah, it's like Moobot is very mean.
Moobot's partial to beard.
Yeah. Moobot even has to clear my "What's up, pro boners?"
Yeah, Moobot doesn't like the word boners,
which I have to allow every single week for some reason. Oh, Raymond's here. It's
I sure am. I didn't say it.
Exercising restraint. That's all I'm doing.
Amen.
All right, so to get us back into tonight's episode, first, we're going to have a very quick scene as the rest of the party has fallen asleep after a very, very long day of... There was a lot going on. You guys traveled back from the ruin that you guys explored with finding some treasure. You guys came back to find that the Temple of Morvek had been attacked by strange mystical, shadowy auras of humanoid creatures, and Seraphiel had escaped. You guys tracked Seraphiel, the fallen angel, down and calmed him down and brought him back. And there was a lot of drama last week within the Temple of Morvac, and you guys discovered that there's a lot going on within the inner structure of that temple and the priests and the leadership there. You guys discovered some things about that, and also learned a little bit about Silver as well, as it seems like there's some family ties between the Temple of Morvac and Silver. So it's a really, really cool. So we'll see how that develops as we go from there. But now, back at the Pink Pony, Seraphiel sits directly across from Sero, and Seraphiel has opened up this travel dragon chess board that he was given from Aldra at the Temple of Morvac. Aldra was just teaching him some games just to kind of calm him down, pass the time a little bit while he was staying there. So, Sero, you're sitting directly across from him. The rooms are kind of, it's darker now. Probably the lantern light has been put down low as, others around you are sleeping. You probably hear from 3 rooms down Herrick snoring, echoing in the hallway. As he puts this chessboard, he kind of sets all the pieces meticulously out onto the... It seems like as if he is being like... He obsessive compulsive over how he puts the pieces on the board. Like, he wants every one of them to be perfectly aligned and perfectly straight as he puts them out on there. He's being very meticulous about how he does it. And you're kind of just watching him do this. What we're gonna do, and if there's, while he's doing this, is there anything that you wanted to say or do, or are you just kind of waiting patiently?
I'm probably just watching with probably somewhat veiled, I guess I'll use the phrase approval.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, this guy took off fleeing like a crazy person, ran away from a fight. I get why I had his weapon. He's got his weapon back now, and I'm watching him, and he is just very pointed. Okay, this is the king, and that's, okay, king is right here. It's like sort of getting that feel where everyone seems to trust this person, that if he's this meticulous over this somewhat pointless game, maybe he'll be, that meticulous in keeping those people I need alive.
Very good. So as he completes setting this board up and kind of sits back calmly, this is probably the most calm you've seen him since you've met him. It seems like there is a sense of peace that comes with learning this game and playing with someone else. Can you do me a favor? I want you to just roll a flat D20. We're gonna kind of flip a coin to see who kind of makes the first roll, makes the first go. I'm gonna roll a flat D20 as well, and
I'm assuming it ain't gonna be me.
Let's see.
20% chance.
19. Okay. so Seraphiel will make the first move, and basically what Seraphiel does is just basically makes a kind of like your standard kind of introduction move. You kind of got to move one of the pieces just to see what your opponent will do. So just kind of comes out and just kind of makes just a standard move, sliding up one of the front, like kind of more of the front row pieces. Kind of if it's not exactly chess, but if it were chess, it'd be like kind of taking a pawn and just moving a pawn a little bit forward to see if you can bait your opponent into doing something else. But seeing that take place, kind of sits back and kind of lets you kind of look over the board. Is there anything in particular that you'd be looking to do? As far as I know, now we don't have to know like the specifics of the rules of the game within the game world, but if you have like a skill or something that you would like to apply while you're playing, you could just let me know and we can roll that check.
So with this, and I will toss this out as my plan at some point, but I realize this may be early at, opening move.
Mm-hmm.
At some point after like a move or two, depending on how many rolls this is going to take.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to make an insight check on him and see if I can figure out what sort of player he is.
Okay.
Is he aggressive? Is he defensive? Is he, just sort of like, is it just mechanics? Is he got, do I see a strategy?
Okay.
But at this point, I'm just going opposites, whatever side he moved from, I'm going to mirror it on the other side, but with a back row piece and basically bring out one of my heavier hitters.
Yeah.
In a slightly more aggressive stance coming out. Whereas he's
so,
saying, hey, what you want to do? I'm going to step up and go, I'm here. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, here, let's do this. I want to have you roll an insight check, but it is going to be contested against a check from him as well. So I'm going to go ahead and roll something here. Oh, wow, look at that. That's a dirty 20. That's going to be tough. So let's see. And he does not have this particular skill that he's going to try to dish out. So here we go. 16, because it's the same as a check. Yep. So you get the vibe as some pieces are being moved. Here's your vibe with your successful insight check. Your insight check is he's coming out less aggressive. Okay. So you get the idea he's trying to bait you with his style of play.
Okay.
He's kind of waiting for you to get a little over aggressive and then try to jump on you after that. You get the idea. That's the kind of method he's pulling out here.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So since
we're gonna give him exactly what he wants.
So you're gonna kind of bait him into that, okay? Or if he's
gonna bait me in, I'm gonna start swinging harder.
Okay, excellent.
For Sero, and I say this more for the people watching, at home or on YouTube. Sero's thought behind this is the game itself is more important than the winning or losing. At this point, we can tell there's something wrong with this guy. He's not quite there. If this is something that's working for him, okay, this is what I'm reading off you. I'm going to give you what you're looking for. If I come out on top because it worked, great. If you win, hey, you still had a good time and you're not focusing on that other garbage.
That's cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip this check for the next roll. I'm going to say you're going to be kind of being a little bit deceptive here by not allowing those moves to show what your plan is. So I think showing the deception at the beginning and then to pounce later would probably kind of... Would you argue that would probably be a good description of what a good check for you to make to do that?
Yeah, I'd say that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Well, I would say dealer choice. It's the same.
Because I was going to have him make an insight check to see if he can catch that before it's too late.
So I'd say either deception or performance, because again, not really hiding. I'm just diving whole head into this. But either way, it's still a -1 for me. So
okay, so it's the same roll. Yeah. So either make one, whichever. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna do an insight on his part. I like the idea of
deception, try and hide it a little, and I think he's gonna figure me out.
Oh, a 6. Let's see. He does have a good insight on his skill. 15. Yeah. So he kind of gets the idea of what you're doing. He doesn't show much emotion while he's playing. It's pretty straight faced, but he does look up at you and he says, while this is taking place, kind of seeing you move aggressively and kind of holds back a little bit. He looks up to you and he's like, did you happen to see anything while you were wielding the sword.
Just, I'm trying to think back for a minute. I don't. Ooh, chat has just gifted a +3 to Rose.
Whoa, look at
Not even here yet.
that.
She may need it to wake up and roll
Thank you.
initiative.
Thanks, chat.
Plus
But she's not even here yet.
3. Wow, that was amazing. Look at that.
I cannot remember if I have actually used the sword.
You did one.
I think you did once, maybe?
Okay. And that's,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was like a one-time only thing, because I know most fights I've been more in the back recently. So I was going to look over at him, and you can see him sort of struggling, the mind not on the game. No, I believe I only touched it once.
See him kind of reaching.
Twice.
You see him.
My notes, they could just tap me on the shoulder.
Your spider's going, taps you 3 times, but then kind of does this, so you missed twice and hit once.
Oh.
3 taps.
Sarah, you were also gifted a +2 from chat.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Thank you very much from my favorite cleric.
And we got a bunch of people with stream streaks going on too. St. Andrew with 3 streams. We got Iris with 10 stream streak rolling on. We got Dogs for Life with a subscription. Yeah, I wanted to shout those out before I went too far. So you see, I'm kind of like reaching for another piece, and as he like grabs a hold of the piece, he stops and he looks up at you. When you handed it back to me, I saw something. In the place where I fell, there was something there. For some reason, I think I was sent to that place for a reason, but I can't remember why.
There was a decaying body there. Undead creature wrapped in linen. Had to put the poor thing down. Cursed old Harrick.
I didn't see that. I saw a candle. But it was underwater. But it was lit, just like this one. He points to one kind of like nearby that's within like a lit candle within, kind of like a glass, kind of like carrying lantern almost. Just like that.
Okay.
Don't.
I've heard that there are some magical flames that are capable of burning within water. Perhaps is not your player is forgetting. Is Seraphiel related to the Tidebringer, or was the Tidebringer the temple we found him in? Or the ruins we found?
It was the temple ruin that you found him in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like 12 magical candles though.
Right. But perhaps these Tidebringer, the temple you fell into, perhaps you are meant to travel to find perhaps his holy center is underwater. They called him the Tidebringer. They called It's the Tidebringer.
Tidebringer. Oh. Yeah. I wish I could remember more. But it seems like with each passing day, maybe more of these moments will occur. Maybe more of these visions will happen, and I'll be able to remember. And he frustratedly just starts moving pieces, on the board.
Yeah.
I'm going to say your next roll that you make on this game is going to be made with advantage. He's slightly distracted with these thoughts. And you can see him being a little bit haphazard as he's starting to be less calm and relaxed and more kind of in his own head.
Okay.
So my question to you is, what would you think? So this will be our last roll for this game. So however this kind of like maps out, we'll finish it here. What would Sarah's play here?
I'm going to go into Sarah's mind a little bit here, and I'm going to offset your advantage. Because now Sarah is... I'm wondering to myself, is the darkness that I saw approaching Serethis, could it be welling up from that deepest, darkest part of the ocean? Is this all part of the same scheme? And I'm just making a straight, like, I'm going intelligence on this because I'm like this. It's called Dragon Chess, so I'm basing it off of my thought on this. So it's regular chess. That's a mind game. Yeah, you have to play the player, but you have to understand the game too. And I think both with Seraphiel being in his mind and what he said, and now both Matthew and Sarah's mind are going the same places here. Go, wait a minute. I don't think we're necessarily paying as much attention either. So I think we're more on an even keel for that.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll make like a straight check. If you have investigation, if you are proficient in investigation, you can use that as your intelligence check.
I am not.
Because it's kind of like reading the board, reading the patterns and stuff like that. So to just be,
I'm fine using it. It's the same as a straight intelligence check anyway. So pretty much on par with what I was thinking.
And that's going to be the same for him as well. So this will be just straight intelligence check coming at you. Oh no.
Yeah, I think.
Oh no.
I think I lost.
Oh, barely.
God damn it.
+2.
I literally just, if I had taken the gift Sarah gave me,
you would have won. It was so close. Yeah, basically, so Sarah, what happens is basically with you both now, with these thoughts running through your heads, visions that you've seen, distracting both of you, it ends up being a very close game. You can see like you take some of his pieces, he takes some of yours, and it all boils down to like one last final move. You, after picking up your piece, you're like, you just realize, oh, what did I just do? And Seraphiel just like slides the last piece in to take your final piece from the board, sets it off to the side, kind of not like taking it and just going, take that, nothing like that. It's more like he just kind of takes it off, sets it off to the side, and looks at you, and he's like, thank you. I really appreciated the game.
So did I. I'm supposed to go to sleep now. There's so much more to think about. Perhaps we can talk tomorrow. If I recall correctly, I believe we're heading southwest. Important things to do with family. Sleep well. And then Sarah's going to take off and go back.
Got you. Sarah heads off to sleep.
Knowing full well that everyone else has said northeast. We don't need to worry about, I nearly said forest.
So
we don't have to worry about forest.
Yeah, and Sarah, as you leave the room, I guess my question for the whole party is, what room did this take place in? Like, whose room would this be? Like, who would have been sleeping in the beds in this room? Remember, these rooms only have about the two, like, basically like twin-size beds in them, so it would just be enough for like 2 people. Whose room would this have been that they would have had?
Whose room did we go to?
Probably mine.
Oh, so that's why that's why the snoring was so loud.
Don't touch me there.
I like to think he's going to wake up in the morning and there's just going to be a very fine little spider web over his mouth. It's like
I'm not sure that'll stop the snoring, honestly.
Does anyone, Herrick? Does anybody?
More whipped cream.
Does probably your still defender went to the shop to kind of stay there. Is there anybody else that stays with Herrick, or is Herrick the only one that stays in this room?
I don't remember.
I hate moon milk in the morning. It hurts.
I know. I was sleeping on a cot in Silver's room.
So Dodge maybe bunks with Herrick.
Herrick.
Whoa, boy! Shut up. Go to sleep.
I can't. You're snoring. Shut up.
I don't snore, boy. You're off your rocker. Go to sleep.
I'm gonna walk out of the room half naked. I really don't care.
Dodge, before you get up, one thing that you notice as you guys are having this like banter back and forth, you guys both look up towards Seraphiel standing in the corner of the room, and the game board is still there, left out, and all the pieces are kind of off of it. Some of them are like off to the side as if they were just pulled off. Seraphiel's just kind of staring at this candle that is lit in this little lantern, and just kind of staring at it. You can see the light from the candles just kind of enveloping his face and stuff, but his wings, you only catch like the edges of the wings. Everything else seems to be kind of in darkness. It's a really interesting view of Seraphiel just standing there, just having this little bit of candlelight on his face, but he's just staring at the candle. Do you still continue?
Gotta roll a Constitution saving throw. Hang on a second.
Okay. Oh no, too much moon milk.
I'm gonna be sick.
I'm sorry. That's what happens when Cero blows all the coin he has on him on dinner and drinks. Oh crap! There's probably an unconscious ranger somewhere too, right? The hunter.
Lennon, yeah.
He wandered off somewhere.
He's passed out in the room too.
I think we told him to find his own room at some point.
Yeah, I think you did tell him to go find his own room. Yeah,
that's right.
He was pretty depressed about it, but
we had some private conversation.
You, Dodge, you're holding it in. It's not the most. It's not very comfortable, but yeah, you're holding the moon milk down.
Wait. Oh, that's a little better. So, out in the hallway, is there anyone out in the hallway?
So you're going ahead and you're walking out, leaving Seraphiel standing in the corner while Eric's in there trying to roll back over and go back to sleep. Yeah, you walk out in the hallway. There's no one out in the hallway. There's just a couple of, like small lanterns like lit up along the walls in the hall. All the rest of the room doors are closed.
What do I know what time it is, or can I guess?
It's probably not very late. I mean, probably only an hour after most people have gone to sleep.
Okay, so I don't smell breakfast or anything like that.
No,
it's still nighttime.
It's still night, yeah.
Okay. I'll turn around. Go back in the room. Look at the angel again.
Yeah, just staring at that candle.
This is none of my business, but hey, buddy, you okay?
He looks down at you, Dodge, and doesn't really change the expression on his face. But just looks over towards Herrick for a moment, and then looks back down towards you. As Herrick snores echo into the room. I'm fine. I just have a lot to think about, that's all. Are you okay?
Oh, I'll be fine. I did this to me. I'm sorry. I'm not at my best when there's moon milk around. And we had a hard day. I'll try to be better. You know, maybe one day I'll get a pair of those.
He kind of looks at you and he's even though like some if Herrick were awake, he'd be like laughing hysterically, but Seraphiel doesn't show any change of emotion whatsoever. It just kind of looks at you and says, "Too much moon milk."
Yeah, I guess not then. If you need anything... Oh, hold on. Oh. Ooh. Okay. If you need anything, just let me know.
Sure, maybe you should get some rest.
Oh, I am. Right after I go puke. He hears... And it's, you know... That's all that's happening. You know, for about
Excellent.
2 minutes.
Gotcha. And then you find yourself back in bed. Excellent. Everyone can take a long rest. Congratulations. You finally got a long rest.
Long rest in. Woohoo! Go us!
It's been out of game time. It's been like a month since you guys had a long rest, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, one of those weeks we didn't play it.
Mm-hmm. True. And you guys all wake for a new day. I'll put our Rivertown music.
I didn't die.
Oh, look at that. He made it a day.
Uh-oh.
So the counter has to reset. And you guys awake for a new day. I will assume that you will be very hungry when you awake. Well, maybe. Hey, Zephyr Havoc, good to have you.
Evening, Zephyr.
And Sarah B, good to see you too. Good.
Before I get all dolled up for the day, can I quietly make my way to the top of the stairs?
Sure.
And just look down and see if I see my friend from last night.
Yeah, to get a good view of the dining area, I mean, you'll have to go down towards the end of the steps and kind of peer around a little bit. But yeah, of course.
Okay.
Are you trying to be unnoticed by anyone?
Yes, I am trying to be unnoticed, which is why I'm doing it before I put all my armor and stuff on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and you can roll your stealth check. And I guess if you don't have your armor on, then you will not have the disadvantage that it imposes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Sarah's pretty sneaky without that ching-ching chainmail on. Yeah, you look down, give it a look. You can see there are several people gathered for breakfast, but you do not see your orcish friend.
Perfect. Back up and start getting dressed for the day and then go get some breakfast.
Sure. Yeah, and you guys kind of get gathered up. I'm just going to kind of move you guys to like a table downstairs for breakfast, unless there's a scene that you wanted to take before you went down there with any particular NPCs or yourselves. Okay. No? Okay. You guys can move down where we just kind of get the scene of you guys all sitting at the table, kind of enjoying a breakfast, giving you guys all an opportunity to kind of discuss and plan and talk about what you guys want to do with the information that you guys have received, what you guys have gathered so far, and what you would like to do for steps forward.
Something that'll
Alright. Go ahead.
help me with this moon milk. Oh, I feel worse.
I'm just rubbing Dodge's back and sliding a cup of tea in front of him, like ginger tea.
Thank you.
Alright, so what's the game plan here, folks? We're going northeast. To
I think we wanted to confirm with our benefactor that was the best course of action before we left.
Right. Your benefactor is going to Sunbelt, correct? Or Sunshade? I can't remember the name of the
It's
town.
from the sun. He's going to the
Sunshine.
other town.
Sunstroke. I heard that's a medical malady.
Yes, we should get Avril's opinion on where she thinks we're best served, as she is our benefactor.
Right.
And we need to get some supplies. We go anywhere.
We've also got to figure out what's going on with the druids too, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, we could stay and help with that. I don't know if we ever enlisted ourselves.
Well, if we need to put that on the back burner, that's fine. I'm just remembering some of the things we've got on our checklist.
Yeah.
That hasn't been quite done yet.
I think traveling will maybe help us talk to other people who might have heard things that might give us some information. Maybe.
That's fair.
And
That's
then,
fair.
And then if it's still unchecked when we come back here, we can always look into it then. I mean,
that's fair.
I look at Rose. We definitely want to check in on that, but one task at a time.
Looking between the sisters. I don't know about how things work for people like you up here. But seeing how the two of you are, should we not be discussing going southwest?
I just shrug.
I mean, that is my eventual plan.
Hey, DM, can we have the map up on Roll20 for the surrounding area?
Yes.
I'm forgetting which direction.
I will take
which
you guys
things
over
are.
to the map with the grid, and I'll go
We will
ahead and
not see Oathbridge on there.
Thank
It
you.
is much further.
It's much further down, yes. But I'll go ahead and put this down here, and I'll put it up on our Twitch and YouTube so those friends can see what you guys are looking at as well as we look where you guys are currently at Rampart's Rest here. And you can see that you guys are going you be going more southwest than the Thornwood down here.
Okay.
That's where.
So down like that end was where, like, we'd have to head to get to that other town.
Yeah, kind of left of the word Thornwood is kind of more kind of in the off the map is more the direction, kind of like where they were guiding you to, kind of giving basic directions, you know.
Okay. Or we go to Sunshore.
And looking at the map, you can tell, like, as far as going from here, there's no, like, established roadway there. That's going to be a lot of traveling through wilds down that road.
There's a ship we can take.
Unless there's a ship. Mm-hmm.
Right, that was... Would we know enough of the area? I'm assuming, based on what I think I see, that there is still coastline over here, down at the bottom.
Indeed, there is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so realistically, if we went to Sunshore, Sarah would have reason to believe that we could charter a ship if we had the money to.
Absolutely. It would seem reasonable. Definitely. Sunshore, from what you guys have heard about it, is definitely a much bigger place than, Rampart's Rest. It's more like your city and would have a dock there, kind of at the mouth of that Ramparts River there.
What do you mean, a boat?
Do you not like sailing?
I don't like water. Unless it's for bathing or making ale. I got
Say you
I got
forgot
no
it.
use for it.
You drink water occasionally, I would assume.
That's what I said. Unless it's for drinking. Excuse
You
me.
said making ale.
I
That's
said
not the
unless it's
same
for
thing.
bathing and making ale. I got no use for it.
No,
That's
but
what I
just
said.
normal water. You occasionally drink it, yes?
Don't
Sometimes.
give it.
Nah,
What
he's
the
not
heck?
wrong.
Usually it's in ale, but okay, I'll give it to you. Sometimes I do drink.
No, I'm just making
What?
sure because I had a suggestion.
That's a very interesting choice of words.
I guess, and Arya is still with you guys as well.
She's
Yes,
staying in the
she would've-
control room.
She's
Probably
she-
bunked with us.
Yeah, and she's probably sitting there at breakfast with you guys, and you can see like she's kind of laughing at this banter that's going on at the table. It's like she looks at you, Ray, and is like, "These guys are really funny."
Oh, I'm funny to you now, huh?
Oh, I should have whispered that quieter. She says,
Doesn't mean anything.
"He's funny, and he
Let
has
him come
really
a clown
good,
to
he's
you
really
now,
good
girly."
hearing." It's really good hearing.
I'm
Yeah.
just a clown to you. I'm just here to make you laugh. Ha 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 ha.
He's really good at making you think you're in trouble, and then he secretly is like a teddy bear. It's cool.
I wink at her as I say it.
I motion at the wink, like.
Meanwhile, Matthew knows where Eric is going with this and what's about to happen to this woman.
How's it going?
Seen
Are
that
you-
movie.
How you doing?
I just had a picture of Herrick as Joey Tribbiani, and now I'm gonna need like a minute.
How you doing?
Oh,
Gotta find that. I gotta find
Rose-
that sound bite now.
that's really.
How you doing?
I like personalities. Hello there.
What was that for Rose? What's Rose doing?
Rose would pipe up after listening to kind of what everybody else's thoughts and the giggles have subsided with watching Arya and Herrick and everybody. If we go to Sunshore, it's a shorter walk, and I find that walks out in nature really help me corral my thoughts and come up with a better plan. That way, if we go to Sunshore, we need to come back to Rampart's Rest for something, we're not that far.
I mean, this is all good and all, but until we go talk to Lady Avril, I don't think we can make our final decision.
No, but at least we know where we all are thinking, and I'll tilt my head down so like my horns are like parallel with the table to try to see Dodge's face. He's still in my head ducked. Oh, I'm getting the one moment from
Oh, he's
Dodge.
getting into character.
He needed a
Still
tabletop.
hungover.
I just pat him very gently on the shoulder, Dodge.
Eh?
We're gonna check with Avril to see where she thinks we should go, but do you have any issues with long walks or potentially getting on a boat?
Is Herrick going?
Of course I'm going. I
Yes.
just don't like it.
It's
The
all
boat wouldn't be for several days, so
Ah.
don't worry about the immediacy.
I think Dodge is ready
Oh.
for a boat trip.
Oh, I just want to see Herrick.
Well, okay. I wanted you to have your vote, even though you're still recovering from the milk last
Oh,
night.
I'll be fine. I just need to eat.
I slide like the plate of bacon in front of him.
Hold on.
Egg.
This is a little porky. Let's put that to the side for a second.
I slide the biscuit in front of him.
Sarah will offer
Let's-
some of his cut fruit.
There you go.
As you guys are
True leather.
having this conversation about getting some food into your halfling friend here, you see stumbling down the steps is Lannon. and he looks like absolute trash. Like he has had the worst morning ever.
Hey, boy, how's it going up there?
Oh, not so loud, not so loud. Oh my gosh. Oh,
He doesn't have volume control, so it's going to be loud.
And he like goes to lean on one of the chairs, and you hear that the chair like screeching across the wood of the floor a little bit as he almost stumbles over, and he slides the chair over to your table, and he sits down. He's like, "Oh my goodness, what did we drink last night? Ah,
All kinds of stuff there, boy.
oh, gosh.
The question is, what didn't we drink last night?
Oh, man, this place isn't messing around. Phew. And he kind of grabs like one of the rolls off of one of like the plates in the middle, just like making himself at home, you know, just grabbing it. Like, oh, I gotta get some bread. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Oh, he starts like tearing it off, munching it.
Teasing and talking, and Eric's razzing him about, not holding his liquor and whatever. I'm just gonna lean into Rose really quick. Rose, I just wanted to check with you. We don't know where Avril's gonna send us, but if we go to Sunshore, are we gonna stop at home? Should we just skip it?
I think it might be better if we try and avoid home for now, because we have a lot on our plate, and with Seraphiel, if Mom and Dad see him, I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'd like to avoid them
Glad
if we can, and maybe we try and suggest to the others we take a little bit of a scenic route up towards the Cedra Wilds, just to try and avoid home a little bit without being as, we can maybe make up something about some creatures there that we've encountered that we don't want to deal with today or on this trip.
Yeah, or we can just see how the roads are and if they're crowded or not too, because if it's crowded we can probably get by without notice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a new hood. It's not quite hiding as well anymore. The horns grew a little bit since we left home. Need to
Raina, as you're whispering that, you kind of look over in the corner and you see Seraphiel trying to hide these massive wings under this cloak that you've got.
Yeah. We need 2 new cloaks. One for to cover his wings effectively, and my horns have grown slightly, so I needed a deeper hood. So
We need a new cloak. We found that magical one the other night.
what? So
We found that magical cloak the other night that we never figured out what it does.
we don't know what it does, so Raina has forgotten it existed.
I think. I remember it has illusion magic on it. So.
That's it.
I believe that's true, yeah.
Well, then I think the angel needs it more than I do, to be completely and totally.
I would say that since we didn't clarify during that long rest, one of you could have identified that item during that long rest. So let me see if
Who had it?
I had it.
Good.
I grabbed it from the
But I could identify it.
So there you go. You'd be able to identify it during the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and share it to everybody. I've got it here in Roll20, so it doesn't look exactly like what I'm going to show you because of its features, but you can, I'm going to show to players, show to everyone. Can you guys see this mysterious cloak on your items?
Yeah.
It is a cloak of many
I want that.
fashions, is what it's called.
Ooh,
Fashion.
very fashionable.
Is that like
Wait.
the hat of many faces?
You said the cloak of many fashions?
Cloak of many fashions. It's a wondrous item, common, doesn't require attunement, but you can take a bonus action to change the style, color, and quality of the garment. So the cloak's weight doesn't change. Regardless of its appearance, the cloak can't be anything but a cloak, but basically you can make it look like anything you really want it to look like.
Look at the bat.
So that could be made
It
to
can-
look like a cloak
can-
with a hood large
yeah.
enough for Reyna's horns.
Or it could just
Yeah, I mean, it says that it can duplicate the appearance of another magical cloak, but it doesn't gain their magical properties. So basically, it'd be kind of like a magic cloak that's disguised as, it could be a kind
As a
of like
magic cloak.
of a magic cloak. Yeah. So if you wanted to look like a more powerful magical cloak, you could just make it like seem like it's like a more
That's
powerful
what I
cloak.
want. That's why I want it. I am all powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted it to be kind of generic and blending in, and we could do that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah, you totally
So we
could.
Oh.
I'm going to change its title to Cloak of Many Fashions now that you guys have identified it, so that way you have that as well.
I thought you said passions at first.
Passions,
How
yeah, Cloak of Many Passions. Ooh.
Then it would have been mine.
You already took the shielding off.
How redneck is Sunshore? Like, is this cloak going to be camo when we get there?
I don't think so.
So I would say that Dodge, staying in Sunshore for a little bit of time, would know that it has a pretty wide range of populace there. You have anywhere from your noble, rich folk, all the way down to people that are stuck living on the streets. So you got the whole range. So something like this might be useful in making yourself fit into a certain environment in Sunshore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knowing where the places to go.
yeah.
And places not to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Street
I think-
smarts.
Street smarts. Yep.
Yeah, I guess as Rose and Raina were discussing everything and keeping hidden, and then that would have triggered Raina going to Herrick and going, "Oh, I forgot to ask, did you look at the cloak?" And then getting the info, and thanking Herrick for telling me what it does. I guess I would just kind of shrug. I think he might need to blend in a bit more than I do. I mean, if I'm seeing, at least it's like, oh, she's back home visiting parents. Not, oh, and fallen angel from the sky.
I will say this. I will say this too, since we are talking about magical items and things that you have identified. You guys did know that the candles were radiating magical energy. Did you guys identify those yet?
No, they're in
I
my.
think I only said that they're evocation type.
Yeah.
Right.
together.
I think that was where I kind of landed on that. I wasn't 100% sure if that was the right indication, but also there was another potion that you guys hadn't identified yet. You guys found like a potion of fire resistance in the kind of office below the Lyceum. It had like four different potions in it. There was one that you got the potion of wind walking, the elixir of the tides, and the potion of fire resistance. There was one that you did not identify. I don't know who had possession of that. I believe so.
I
yeah.
would have identified the candles during my long rest after playing, after losing.
Okay. I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. These are called Candles of the Deep. So basically, the flame doesn't go out if it's immersed in water. And it works like a normal candle under the water.
When you say normal candle, it only lasts so long, or does it ever burn?
It gives off light and heat like a normal candle, so it'd probably be ever burning, since it's magical.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If it was a permanent or it was.
Yeah, I would probably say it would be, since it's magical, it won't like kind of melt away like a normal candle would.
That's cool.
So Candle of the Deep is what you get as you identify that.
And there were, what, 10 or 12 of them?
There was a dozen. Yep, 12 of them. Mhm.
Okay. Let's see, where did I put those?
And did somebody else have possession of that potion that wasn't identified?
I'm checking.
I think Dodge had all the potions, if I remember.
No, I definitely have the elixir of the tide.
Yeah, so Saro had the potion of fire resistance because you looked at the lava potion. Silver looked at the elixir of tides, and Herrick looked at the air one, which was the potion of wind walking.
walking. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
So there was one more we
Right.
didn't.
Yeah, there was one more that you guys had that you never identified.
Who had them originally, though?
Go back up.
That's because I know I didn't keep that one. I gave it back to whoever.
I think Dodge opened the chest
Yeah.
because I
Dodge
think
opened the chest.
he
Oh, everybody?
unlocked it,
Dodge opened the chest.
and it was trapped. I thought there was a trap
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we got the
Casket.
ring, all the. Yeah, so the last one is the earthen vial that had transmutation and evocation magic.
So I guess my question would have been: was Dodge too drunk last night to be able to spend time with the potion that he had in his possession?
I'm pretty sure he has no idea.
So we'll leave that one a mystery
I don't
for
even think
right
he
now.
remembers he has it. He's like, ocean. What?
Okay, we'll leave that one a mystery for now until you guys can properly identify it. I just wanted to make sure we got that out of the way because I forgot all about you guys having all those and taking a rest. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to identify what you could.
Yep.
Oh,
Let me
I
see
might be
this
able.
time.
Okay, let's go back for a second. What happened to all those uncut gems?
Pretty sure you have.
The bags and bags of them.
You guys still have them?
Bags, yeah,
We
there's
all-
bags
we all
and bags of them.
We all have
We were
lots of-
not selling them here for a very specific reason.
because they were.
Because we may have stolen them.
We stole them from somebody here in town, so we're not selling them here in town.
We found them. That's a
No.
difference.
No.
That's the big difference.
Dodge.
found them.
Dodge. This is your career. You should know better.
We can sell
My
them in
bag.
Sunshore. It'll be fine.
It'll
I
be
got some
okay.
painful memories back there.
Not gonna be
You
there long.
understand?
Can't sell them here, so Sunshore is the next best market for it.
I know a guy.
Thank God.
I'm gonna regret this.
If he messes with you, we'll make him regret that. So it'll be fine.
It's not the point. It's not just one person. The whole guild.
Dodge, you got Alfred on your
Hmm.
side now. And Nox.
Who? Me and Elfie
Mm-hmm.
into the guild. You ready, buddy?
I
You
mean,
could trip some people up with those webs.
What?
Nox can shed and leave some dog glitter. I'm sure there are stray dogs
It'll all be
in
fine.
Sunshore. No one would know. Like, spiders are everywhere. I mean, they're right next to a forest. People come in on boats and bring new things. It'll be okay.
Perhaps we should see
That's why I ran
the
away. Everything's gonna be okay.
Arbiter of Fates.
Yes, I think it's time to go see Avril, and then we'll do our shopping together.
We're going shopping?
We need some supplies.
Do we?
Few things, nothing major. Won't be long.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to meet with Avril, who was still staying at the Flying Pelican.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you travel as you guys are leaving. You see, Landon is kind of depressed that you guys are leaving. It's like, well, I guess I'll be seeing you guys around. I need to get my bow ready and get ready for some hunting. So, it was great hanging out. So,
Yeah, it was good.
just be careful.
Of?
mean, anything out there, it's dangerous.
Man, we'll be fine. That's what Raina said.
Yeah.
Or her sister. I'm having
One and the
problems
same
today.
half the time. It's okay, Dodge. We're never that far from each other.
Thank you.
Landon kind of like waves to all of you and just ventures off in the opposite direction that you guys are going. Headed more so in the direction of like the western side of town, where you guys are kind of going to the southern side. You guys head to the Flying Pelican, where you meet up with Avril. Down in the Flying Pelican is not like the Pink Pony. It's very quiet. You guys are basically the only ones in that place. Whenever you arrive, you can see that there is a bartender there present, same bartender that was there before. Very well-mannered, put-together individual who is dressed very nicely, pretty much in the same attire that you've seen every other time that you've been there. It's hard to think that this might be the only outfit that they have, but there's probably 20. It's probably like when you open a closet and there's 20 of the same thing in there, and they wear that same kind of outfit each time that you're there. And walking in, you guys see that Avril is there, and Avril is there with, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I said his name. Who was her friend here? Way too many NPCs. Oswald. Oswald is who you see there. Ozzy. Yeah, that's right.
Say Ozzy and you'll remember it a lot easier. Oswald. Come on.
You guys are here in the Flying Pelican, and Avril is, you can tell like it's kind of like basically she put herself into kind of hiding a little bit because of everything that has taken place, and said that she would kind of stay in the room and try not to move around too much from the last time that you guys spoke to her. But you guys have the moment to speak with her now. She's looking at you. She's like, "Oh, is there any more information discovered in your recent ventures?"
No, I was just completely wrong. It was a different kind of circle I saw there.
Oh, so it had no connection whatsoever with what's going on below the Lyceum?
Not as far as we can tell.
It's a shame. Well,
Michael.
Yeah.
You forgot me. I'm still on the other map.
Oh, I think
myself.
I just put it on Twitch as I can move you guys there. I just kind of put Twitch over there.
Thank you.
So that way they could see that map. But yeah, if you all want to see this map too, sure. You guys are all at the Pelican, which is here.
There's light reading.
Sure. Sure. So what now? What are your options?
We were hoping to get you up in a little bit, because you meant to. There's another one in Stagford, but there's also Sunshore.
Yes, I was thinking that, and she kind of like looks over that I think you guys kind of like made copies of those letters and stuff, and gave her like the original copies of the letters from Rubus and the evidence that you did pull from the Lyceum. She looks at those and is like, someone, I can't remember who, made a great point about not exactly knowing when these letters were written or delivered. And I must say that I am I'm a little bit nervous about others arriving into town from Sunshore. And I think it would be best for my group, as she looks over to Oswald, to venture towards Stagford and see if we can figure out any information from that Lyceum as well. This will buy us a little bit of extra time, as it seems that the Thorne's reach is getting a little bit closer here to Rampart's Rest, and I'd like to try to avoid that as long as possible.
Perhaps it would be best if we went to Sunshore, did our best main.
I couldn't hear the last thing you said. It kind of cut out on me.
And do our best with the main.
It's always that last word. You gotta finish it up, and it just cuts you off every single time.
Lyceum.
Lyceum.
Oh.
Gotcha. I gotcha. She looks at you, Silver, and is like, you can, but I would suggest being very cautious. If we let Thorne have any indication of what's going on right now, it could be disastrous for this whole thing.
Points. We all head for. Should we all head for?
Yeah, you keep breaking up.
Yeah, I did the same
I'm
thing.
changing
every
my
time.
settings. I don't know.
Oh,
Should we all head for Stagford then?
okay. Should we all head for?
Oh,
Yeah, every time.
It's like a cheesy kung fu movie, man.
Yes. Yeah, it does it to you every time. That's right. She looks at you and says, I think that I can handle things in Stagford. I don't hate the idea of you guys going to Sunshore. You've proven to be
I do.
most capable. Dodge doesn't want to go back. But you're gonna be on his doorstep.
How powerful of a magic user is he?
It's enough to intimidate the ruling classes of Sunshore, the highest nobilities. His influence is all over the council.
Well, that ain't good.
But it would be fast split up.
You want to do what?
I think he said he wants to split up.
He meant if
Like
we
us,
split up
like
Avril.
like we don't go with her. It'd be faster.
Oh,
if we
right,
both work
okay.
from different angles.
Oh,
Got ya.
She kind of nods to that, and it's like, and my plan was, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I get to Stagford, I'm gonna look for a few other people like you all to see if we can add more numbers to the cause, and to get more people with, ability, skill, knowledge, maybe even a little bit of magic on our side. She kind of looks towards Reyna and Rose and the people that she have seen manipulate magic.
do I get the vibe that she's trying to take over?
You making an insight check on her?
Oh,
21?
hell yeah, that's what that 21 is.
No.
Yeah.
You
This is giving hardcore,
Yeah.
I'm the evil queen going to overthrow the government.
You sense genuine concern from her, like, and also with that 21 insight check, when she was talking about, when you asked about like how powerful is Thorne, like what are we talking? You get the idea that it's kind of like it's a mystery to her. Like, she knows he has a lot of power and influence, but maybe hasn't seen his magical power in practice.
Okay.
So it's kind of like this guy has a lot, and he's got a lot of influence on very big name people within the city. He's got his influence within the... So she's kind of tying his magical prowess and power to that social power as well. So he's powerful with these people, so he must be super powerful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just from my own travels recently, I've seen people wielding arcane abilities in very different ways, just within our own little group. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
Getting that
Most of
vibe
us.
from her doesn't. Well, right, but
Yeah, nothing unsettling
he does magic in his own way.
from this conversation.
Doesn't
So
severe.
mm-hmm.
Everil, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If we're going to Sunshore, but we have to be extremely careful,
Mhm.
what approach do you think is the most, in this instance, correct to take? And by that, I mean, I don't think we can do there what we did here. I don't think we're going to be able to break into the Lyceum. I think we're going to need to find other ways of gathering information, and I don't know Thorne or anyone there well enough to understand the best way to do that.
Right. What if I could get you in with some of the members of the council who are still, let's just say, who haven't had their coin purses filled by Thorne and his influence. Some that have stayed noble to the cause of Sunshore and haven't been duped by his political onslaught.
And I think names of people you at least partially trust would be good. Good place to start.
But would they be useful? Can they get us into the Lyceum?
I don't know the answer to that. But it could lead you to folks that are capable. I guess another option would be for you to perhaps speak with members of the council who are manipulated by Thorne. Perhaps that might lead you into a more... That would require, that would be a more deceptive approach. But it's another way.
I guess we'll take a list of names of both, and we'll see what we run into when we get there.
Well, I can give you some names now, and I can even, if you'd like, I could write them all down for you and give them to you. I hate putting things like this in writing.
If you would prefer not in writing, we can just
Don't write it down.
remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and most all of us are pretty capable of remembering a few names.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Look at Rose.
I barely
We
remember
would
mine,
likely
let
need
alone
some form of
anybody
proof.
We would need some form of proof that you are we're connected to you, at least for the people that you trust.
Absolutely,
yes,
absolutely. Yes, I can
but
write you
names,
a
I don't think we
formal.
need in writing.
I can write you a formal letter of recommendation and make sure that it is sent with you before you leave. I can make that happen, of course. That won't be a problem. And the people that I trust, they will know.
Rose would pipe up and ask Avril. It's been a while since I've been to Sunshore. On our travels there, do you know of any creatures we need to be cautious about? I know the druids are restless, and some people believe they're causing problems. We have a lot we need to figure out on these travels, and we want to help protect this area. So if you have any knowledge like that, I'd like to gather some supplies from Rampart's Rest so we're prepared.
Sure. She's kind of looking at all of you, and you can tell she looks at Oswald. It's like, well, I was hoping for more, but I feel that I can go ahead and help you out by giving you this. And she slides over the deed for the parcel of property that she promised to you guys for embarking upon this mission to gather more evidence. The name of it was like something about like it's like Willows or something like that was the name of the resident
farm, I think,
yeah,
right? Or...
something like that. I don't have it up on my note sheet right in front of me right this second, and I can't remember which tab I put it under. There you go.
3 Willow Hold.
3 Willow Hold. Yes, she slides that over to you all, and it's like, I think while this place, she kind of smiles at you. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper, but it's close to the city. It's enough space for all of you. And if you find yourself in a bind, it's a place you can escape to.
Base of operations that we're not renting does seem like a good idea.
This is where
It's
Not a
where
bad
again?
idea.
especially where I spent all my money on alcohol and dinner last night.
I mean, we did just find 200 gold yesterday that we haven't done anything with yet.
Where's this real estate at again?
It's near the city of Sunshore. It's on the outskirts.
Oh,
No.
now you want property there. Great.
So do you. All of our names are going to be on it.
Wanted.
But she also, you can see that she also like starts to write what is like a letter of recommendation on a piece of parchment. She slides it over to Rose. And is like, and kind of looks to you and says, I'll give you 3 names of people that I can trust in their positions on the council. Now, keep in mind, I have been gone from the city. I don't know if Thorne has manipulated his way into anyone else's, pocketbooks, so to speak. But I know that the voice of the commons, her name is Brayla Hearth, basically is a serves as a representative of Sunshore's general populace, a voice of the people. She has been actively resistant against Thorne and his shutting down of the Lyceum. She continues to loudly protest the school's closure, but is oftentimes silenced and marginalized by others' voices. Also, the harbor master, Corin Tidebender, stands in opposition of Thorne. The mage's restriction on magical travel deeply anger him. And lastly, I will say this. Ambassador Seraphine Vale is the overseer of foreign relations. Very charming, but very naive. But seems to yet remain on the brink of uncertainty on what to believe about Thorne. I have a feeling in my conversations with her she is uncertain about what is actually going on, but if she can be swayed in our favor, it would be a big win for us. Those are my three most trusted. Most of the others have already been swindled.
Hearth, Tidebender, and Vale. I think we'll be okay.
Ooh. Michael.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. Do I know any of those names? What do I need to roll?
You can make a history check.
Would I was gonna say, would Rosarena know?
Where's the spider?
I don't see any rolls coming in. Did you roll?
I need to know if there's a
Casting
spider.
guidance on him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alfred's on his shoulder.
Yeah, if Rosarena would like to make a roll, because, I mean, you guys grew up near the city, not so much within it, but there is maybe a chance that you might have heard somebody talking or speaking about it.
I mean,
Roll
the
that
voice of the
D4 dodge,
commons.
you're going to need it. Oh, wait. I don't know if this has been asked before, but I'm going to try it. Can we gift the chat rewards for gifted?
You know, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want it to... I don't want to be,
Fair
like,
enough.
disrespectful to the person who bought
To
it
the
for
player.
you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that, like, they could...
Valid, yeah.
Mm.
Let me roll it on here.
I forgot I had
Oh,
mine.
Rose has one.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3, but
Rose has a
I
plus
will
3.
roll it on here.
So
Oh, I'll take the 4 then.
Rose, a
Not
12, a 10. Okay, so I would say generally probably Rose and Raina, you might have heard some of the names before, and maybe have known, like, what maybe their positions might have been, but probably not a lot of detail on, like, you know, who they are, or, you know, what they're... Like, not really, like, not knowing them personally, you're not really going to have a lot of information. I would say that dodge, even with an 11, you would probably know from chats with your former clientele that some of them previously worked as spies for Sunshore, and they worked under the direction of Ambassador Seraphine Vale. As a overseer of foreign relations, sometimes it was important to send people into other areas to see what was going on. So she was looking for stealthy individuals who could be charismatic at times and could move in and out of, shadow networks and such. I don't think you would have been approached with anything like that because it's kind of like it was before they got involved with what you were doing. Like they were doing what they could for the city, and then they kind of slipped and started doing things. They started doing their own thing. Yeah. So that's probably what you would know. Mm-hmm. But that's probably all the information that you guys would know with those checks. Anything else you guys wanted to talk to her about?
What's this one's name again?
Avril?
Avril?
Mm-hmm. And we're not still at the Flying Pelican, right?
That's where we went on break.
Oh.
So I just wanted to give you guys another opportunity to, if there's anything else you wanted to ask or talk to Avril
I'm
about.
ready to travel. I'm gonna go over
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
On the road again.
Okay.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if there was any background on Avril. Is that the one we were at the temple with?
No, that's
No,
Aldra,
Aldra,
basically
Priest.
the priest who's running the temple of Morvek here. Avril was the woman who kind of hired you to go into the Lyceum and try to find evidence that Thorne was, had some influence on what was going on here.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. She kind of looks at all of you and says, well, I think that I'm going to send Oswald out to get some supplies for myself, and we will probably head out at first light. But whatever...
early morning now, isn't it?
It is. I'm assuming it's going to take a while to get things settled, and of course I gotta communicate with my my carriage driver and get those things all situated. He has to go over to the Perfect Pace stables right outskirts of the town and get the retrieve the horses, and we'll be getting ready. And we'll be headed out soon.
Rose is so tempted to follow them just to see the ponies. But then remembered she had to go to
stables on our way out.
Yeah, you would know. Actually, Rose would probably know better than anyone here. There is a stables here on the way out. It's called Perfect Pace. And they do have several horses, riding and draft horses that can either be useful for carriages. You also know that you would probably know, Rose, that they have you don't necessarily have to buy the items there because they have stables in other towns and stuff that are willing to kind of like they kind of share some of the
like a partnership type
like a
thing?
partnership type thing where you can kind of like rent carriages or wagons and kind of take them to your destination, and then they'll tell you, hey, drop them off at so and so state, kind of like a U-Haul.
Yeah, it's the same. D&D U-Haul.
D&D U-Haul.
D&D
That's right.
Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Yeah, that's right. So it cuts on costs, and upon returning all the equipment and stuff, you get some of the it's kind of like a down payment, and then they give you some of your money back whenever you return everything in pristine, tip-top shape.
Somewhat. As long as you don't do donuts in it.
Wheels go flying
That's
and
right.
end up charred from a rogue fire blast.
There's a scene where you just see this horse-drawn carriage launch itself off a ramp, dust flying from the road, and it just pauses in the middle of the air. And it's like, you're probably wondering how we got here.
Yeah.
And then it goes.
That's when I was fired. Tell me again when you were fired. There's an 01 on the sides and it's painted bright orange.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, you guys would know that information too.
And I ain't got much use for a horse neither. We can figure something out, I'm sure.
You could just run hamsteak.
Nah, see, I had versed. See, the old one, it was actually large, but the wild boar is a large, but the construct itself is medium, so I can't ride it.
Oh, Dodge.
Dodge can, but I can't. I was like, yeah, I got a wild boar I can ride around. Like, damn it.
You can if you cast the reduce spell on yourself.
Yeah.
But I have to do that every minute.
I like that.
I don't have that
Make
many
one
spells.
heck of a ride, then it's gonna be.
I don't have
expensive.
that many spell slots, man. But yeah, so while we're figuring this out, I say I'm good with getting a carriage or a wagon or something like that. But I've got no use for riding a horse. I will if I have to. If the gods want us to be that high, they'd have given us wings like Satterfield.
Ride in the back of the wagon?
So while you guys are figuring that out, I'm gonna head to Flint and Sparks and get ham steak.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I guess he's walking.
He's walking. Hey, Sandbagger on a streak of 25 streams. Amazing.
Wow.
Thank you, Sandbagger. I appreciate that. Thank you for all
2-5.
the-
Have a day. 2-5.
Yeah, thank you for the support. So Herrick makes his way across town to go get ham steak. What about
Making my way.
Making your way. What about? I know some of you wanted to shop for some supplies. What supplies? You guys can just, like I said, we're not going to do like an in-depth shopping episode or anything like that. You just kind of tell me what you wanted to get, and it's going to be just for your pretty much standard player's handbook prices. Remember, this town doesn't have a whole lot extensively, but it has enough.
All right. How many days travel is it going to be?
It depends on your mode of transportation.
If we were walking, because that's what I'm looking at.
If you guys
If we
are
were
walking at a normal pace, I tried to keep these things I'll take you guys back over to the
Because
this map right
normal
here.
pace is like 20 miles a day or something like that.
24 miles you can get a day, which is what one of these hexes equals.
Okay.
Is what I tried to.
5 days. Look at that.
Exactly 5 days if you're walking. Now, if you were going by carriage, you could probably push it a little bit because the horses would be doing most of the work, and you could keep them at a steady pace and get maybe a couple more, a few more miles each day, and probably make it there a little bit quicker if you had some kind of, if you were.
I was just making sure that I've got enough ration.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I do. So I'm good. I made, since I've got my Battle Axe of Warning, I dropped the Bag of Holding plan and got the Alchemy Jug plan, so I can make an Alchemy Jug. So we can have fresh water along the way too.
Okay. All right. So you've been
Or ale.
or ale. There you go. So was this you were just doing this during the evening, probably?
It's
or
just
was
something
it-
I can bring it up. It's part of my alchemy thing. So
Okay.
I guess I could say I have like the extra materials, or I can pick the materials up at Flint and Sparks and then make it on the road.
Okay.
that
All
type of
right.
thing. So,
Sure. How about the rest of you? Anything
other than that, I'm
Dodge,
good to go.
Dodge, was there anything in particular that you needed to get or wanted? Okay.
An energy bow.
Even if you had the gold, I don't think they have one.
Did you hear that, chat? Platinum loot chest is what
Yeah.
Dodge would really like.
Yeah. I
and
think
it
we'd all like one
and
of
really
those.
and really
I
good
think they're
rolls
right.
on the random dice to align with.
Did you even use an energy bow? Was it a longbow?
I can't do a longbow. I'll shoot myself.
Dodges the arrow.
Are there any
That's how you get Star Trek.
uncommon? Any uncommon items?
Oh, it can be. It can be either one.
As far as like magic items, there's no place that like really has like magic items for sale. Say.
Oh.
Not in
Find
this
some
town.
Sunshore?
Okay. I think I have everything I need. Actually, I can't. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. How about Saro?
Well, now that I know we had, well, I should say, what are we doing with the funds? Are we using it for a carriage? Or is there someone else who can lend a little coin so Sarah can get his spell components?
I'll give
How much do you need? I got some money here. Here's 10 gold.
Look.
Go get what you need, boy. Go.
Yeah.
So I was going to get spell components.
Sure.
Dodge runs back into the store. Potions of healing. Do you have any?
Take a look.
Let me double check. I don't think.
What, you gonna double check? How do you not know?
I don't think
Gotta
they
go in the
have
back.
any in this town. I gotta make sure. Gotta double
Oh.
check.
I don't have any in the display case. Let me go to the back and look. Give me a minute.
Okay. All right. I'll just
Let me see if I have one in your
stand
size.
here.
Here's what
Look
I,
at
here,
my phone.
here's what I will say. I will say this. I will roll a d4 for me.
D4. Can you handle it?
Won't work over there, so I'm gonna go over to here. Oh.
Yeah.
Here we go. D4.
To 2.
2.
I will say that at the apothecary, if you go over there to do some
Okay.
shopping, they do have 2 what would be the equivalent of a potion of healing.
What's the unequivalent?
Oh.
Well, it's not like a potion. It's
Equal-
kind of like you can't it's not made as like a potion. It's more like a healing salve, but it still does the same thing as a healing potion does. And it still costs the same. So
Math symbol.
Gotta rub it down.
The unequivalent.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Well,
What about Sarah, did you say there was anything else that you needed other than your spell components?
Nope.
Okay. All right. How about Silver? Is there anything that you needed?
Just a few days' food, really.
Okay. Yeah, so you can just kind of like look up rations or whatever, and you can purchase whatever rations that you would. Rose, anything that you would be gathering up, supplies wise?
Rose would get some more rations just to be safe. And then she would probably pop into the Happy Holdings to
Okay.
grab some rose and flower buds.
Okay. Yeah.
And then she'd finish up at the Dragonhide Press to see if they had any books on creatures, specifically ones that are like on the way from there to Sunshore, and like they're ones known to be like in the waters of Sunshore, like the ocean and stuff.
Okay.
Just curiosity to see if they have any there, not kind of like being hopeful, because it is a relatively small place, but
Mm-hmm. I'll come back to that here in a little bit. Let me let's ask Raina first. Raina, was there anything in specific that you were looking for?
Just a basic restock of some components. And then I'm gonna take Seraphiel to get some like travel and camping supplies because he doesn't have anything. He fell out of the dang sky.
True.
And I will give him the fancy cloak, the magic cloak. Cover him
Oh.
so he can blend in more. And just say it's a loan till we find what makes you comfortable.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get myself a new cloak. Cover my horns.
Yeah, honestly, I would think it would look really awesome if Seraphiel was wearing the cloak with the picture of the cloak that's on there.
That's kind of the side.
So that's kind of like where my mind's going with this. Like as he puts this on, you guys see it take that form of the picture that Rose had posted, that purple with those like winged like shoulders on it and kind of almost like a bird like cowl on the top of it. I think that looks badass.
Yeah, but like you can keep it like this for now, but when we get to towns, if you decide what you want it to look like to blend in, you'll blend in more, it'll cover your wings more. It's longer, so it'll do what it has to do. And then you can just take it off if you need to stretch your wings at some point. I don't know how that works, so you just do what you have to do.
This is probably the first time you've seen this, Raina, but as this cloak is put on and Seraphiel has this cloak, I mean, it's still kind of, puffed up a little bit in the back from the wings being tucked under, but putting this cowl over his head and stuff, you can see underneath. He takes a moment and he's just like sitting there looking kind of back and forth for a moment, and you see him a little bit of a smile like kind of appear on the corner of his. It's kind of like when I don't know, I think there's like a scene in Terminator 2 Judgment Day where Arnold as Terminator puts his sunglasses on or puts that leather jacket on, and like you just see it's like I've found my aesthetic.
It's comfortable. Yeah,
that's right.
Nice.
I'll smile back and just kind of pat him on the shoulder. Now you need a bedroll, a traveling bag, and some ration. We'll get you set up, and I'll just. It's a shopping montage with him really quick, and he's just getting dragged around. And I'll grab spell components and things that I need, but pretty as quick and businesslike as possible. And then I guess I feel like there was just I would stop in at the sweet shop to get some sweets for the party, just as like little treats, just because I can and because we walk by. I'm like, ooh, and I just run in and run back out like a minute later with like a bunch of little parcels.
Okay.
Because I can.
Sure. You
Some
guys can.
what's the word?
Infections?
Motivation on the road. Yeah.
Sarah's stocked up on rations. He could feed the whole party for a few days.
And I don't remember why.
I think you guys did buy. Rations before at some point.
Yeah.
So
I just have no idea why I bought so much. It's like
So Rose, I will tell you, I'm not going to role play it all out, but they did set a book aside for you at the Dragonhide Press called Osmond's Field Guide. And it's not just about creatures, but there was parts of it that had creatures in it, which is why they kind of set it aside for you, because they know what your interests are, and you visit here from time to time, and they do tend to set some interesting books and tomes aside whenever they discover it. So that's what they give you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys have done some shopping. You guys are all kind of meet back together. What do you guys have an Arya do?
Just gonna stay here.
Arya's
right?
going with us?
She can come with us if she wants to. We'll have somewhere she can stay.
I don't know.
You were concerned about her, yes?
Yes.
Yes, but it's not like the road's completely safe. So
Probably safer than Ruba's finding her.
fair.
Safer with us.
Might be more difficult
Well.
for her to chronicle her story like we had kind of talked about if she stays here. Plus, we'll be able to keep a better eye on her in case somebody does try and come for her.
That works. Yeah. We'll say then when we did the shopping for Seraphiel, we got copies of things for Arya.
Okay, sure, yeah.
on this.
And she would want to stop by and at least let her family know what has taken place. So that would have occurred during that kind of montage of you shopping and getting these things taken care of as well. So that takes place. Seraphiel's with you. Anything else?
I guess party decision, do we want a carriage or are we walking?
How many does the
mean-
carriage
Let's
fit?
find out the prices first.
Okay.
Yeah, can we go check out the prices?
Yeah. As you go to Perfect Pace, which is, I don't think I have it put on the map because I think I initially intended it to be for like right outside of the city, like over here. So it's not visible here. But I had the owner here. What's the owner's name of this place? It's here somewhere. Base owned by
Different map.
Yeah, he's on a different map. That's right.
Man.
He's a human. I like that. Yeah, he is a male human actually. His name is Elijah Stalwart. Is his name. He runs the stables called the Perfect Pace. Has several horses. You can, like I said, you can rent these, so you don't have to actually purchase them for the prices out of the handbook or whatever. But what he has for you as you come over there is what people rent the most is a kind of like an open carriage, kind of an open wagon. It has places to store all your supplies or seating in the back and the kind of the front where somebody would drive, basically hold the reins of the horses. It's a two horse drawn wagon. So you'd have two horses that would pull. It's perfect size for the group of what you guys have, and would be basically to make this trip, you would pay 80 gold for the materials, and it comes with the food for the horses. When you take it to a place called Nigel's Nays, which is a stables in Sunshore, they give you 40 gold back when you return it. So the total cost would be 40 gold.
Did you say 40 gold?
Yeah, we get it back.
Yeah, it's be 80 gold here. When you return it, you get 40 back.
Out of my backpack the carpet of flying. Who wants to go in style?
We all can't fit
And
on
I don't think that can carry all of us.
I can fit
Well,
like
and you,
3 of
a couple
us.
of you can get horses.
Let's rent the wagon and
wouldn't
be
be
done
bad.
with it, boy. You can get all fancy later on.
Oh no!
You can show me a whole new
No.
world later.
I'm on the carpet. I can go high and make sure that the roads are clear.
Exactly.
You are high.
But no one wants to go with
No,
me.
he's actually quite down low there.
Dodge, if you really think we're gonna let you fly off without any backup.
Alfred is on his shoulder like, there he is.
I can carry up to 600 pounds on this.
With all of our stuff plus
I think Hamsteak weighs 600
Like 2
pounds.
people.
Yeah, hamsteak weighs a
Especially-
lot.
Especially people who have ranged. I definitely don't want the dwarf on here. Definitely. No.
Dwarf with the-
That's a no.
with his armors or everything is probably like close to the weight limit anyway.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe what Dodge is attempting to say
Oh my
is
god.
I'm
that
fat.
perhaps the sisters would be
No.
more comfortable.
Not anymore.
You mad at
Wow.
Rose would look at him and say, I'm not one to pass up a horseback ride.
Well, it won't really be on the horses so much as in the carriage.
What is it with
You can drive the
cuteness
carriage.
about you two?
what is it with what?
Fine.
Off-roading.
Cuteness. Cuteness. Everything cute, you have to be around. Don't
Me?
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, Raina.
the-
Don't.
Is that
The-
why she keeps you around?
the owner
It
the
just
owner of the
makes it more
stables
confusing that we keep him around, honestly.
the owner of the stables, Elijah, kind of noticing you guys have this conversation as you're kind of debating on whether to get this carriage and horses and stuff. Kind of like, oh, speaking of cuteness, and looks at Nox, and is like, oh, would you look at that little guy? Oh my goodness! And he goes up to kind of give Nox little pets, and then notices. I guess would Alfred be sitting on Saro's shoulder? Would be hanging out with Dodge, or where would Alfred be at the time?
Alfred is typically right on Dodge's shoulder.
Oh my goodness!
Okay,
is that,
Alfred.
is that a trained spider? Is it?
Yes. Attack spider.
Oh,
Show him,
okay.
Alfred.
No! Don't show me. So you see, he takes a couple steps back and then looks
I
towards
step on my
Ham's.
carpet.
Looks at Hamsteak over there and is like, is that what is that made of? What's that made out of?
Pork.
Is that a giant? That's a giant boar.
Made up his
Heavy
enemies,
metal
mostly.
Hey, if you guys are traveling the road, just be careful. I mean, there's those critters like there. They could be targets of the Ember Claws.
Ember Claw.
Yeah, so some rumors of some poachers out there looking for rather intriguing critters.
More cute
I've
stuff to
grabbed
find.
those.
We've lost a couple of
Yeah,
our
I thought they
wagons
all
due to
should-
them.
You've lost. Wait, sorry, what?
Oh, a couple of our wagons, yes. They've been stopping people who've been, having pets and other things with them. The woman who does the trains the birds. What was her name? I cannot remember. Oh my goodness. She recently had a couple of her birds going missing.
Did you
I
lose
wait a
any
minute.
of your horses to these poachers?
Well, yes, I've lost a couple of them. I don't think the poachers are necessarily going after the horses. It's just some of the horses that are carrying these wagons that go missing. Obviously, the horses either get left to roam and venture off into the wilderness, or unfortunately, I haven't found any deceased due to the raids on these wagons or whatever, but just be careful. I mean,
Do you have pictures of the ones that are missing? And you
I-
can see Rose is just like silently fuming, trying to keep it
Mhm.
together to ask these questions.
We have a new
um,
Trask.
he looks at you. He's like, unfortunately, I do not. I mean, I'm just trying
You don't
to.
have a manifest?
I'm just trying to keep this business running best I can.
How many? How many are
many?
lost?
Right now I have 4 lost.
So we've
And she
got a
like
side
mentally just starts like zoning out, like, okay, these are what's probably out there, just like wild normal. These are ones that like, okay, they're probably part of this. And just like you see everything and she's just gone.
I don't have pictures. I do have their names. I have one is named Sparkle, one's named Skydance, one is Whisper, and one is Huckleberry.
I'll be yours.
Yeah, Huckleberry was my favorite.
On our travels, we'll keep an eye out for them. We'll send word if we find any.
Oh, I'd appreciate that.
Imagine if we do find them, we should bring them to the next stable, yeah?
Oh, of course. If you
Okay,
do
good
find
idea.
them, you can take them to Nigel's nays, and
Nigel will help.
Nigel will help from there. Yes. Sure, he will compensate you for your troubles.
Okay. I look at Rose because I can see her like 1,000-yard stare, and like, not getting anything done until we find these horses. Here we go.
It sounds like they'll find us. What, the bandits will, at least.
Yeah, actually, this might be good.
Knox riding front and center, just popping from corner to corner.
Yeah, like pop all over the cart, and then
So you guys are going to go ahead and purchase the cart, and Dodge is going to be that the person who says,
hold out.
"I'm doing this crap, I'm going to ride this carpet around." That's what we're.
Yep.
Sounds like
I'll
it.
throw
Flying
money in.
high
Sure.
with Dodge.
Yeah.
Well, I figured we'd use the funds we haven't split up yet first, and then split up from there.
Okay, well,
So
tell me what.
we need to get 20 gold after we split up the.
Sure.
So we get 20 gold.
Okay, yeah. So each of you can add 20 gold to yours, so you guys got the party funds there. I will
from
say
the
that
200 we found in the tomb.
Sarah will give his 10. We'll give 10 gold back to Herrick for what he gave him.
okay.
Oh,
There you
all right, we're all right. That's all right, boy.
go. So you see Elijah is kind of strapping like hooking up these 2 horses to the carriage. One of them is a horse that has white with like brown splotches on it, and it has this one blotch kind of on the left shoulder that looks kind of like more yellow, like a light tan, like a very light tan color instead. And it looks kind of like, just like almost like a perfectly round spot that's on the shoulder area of this horse, and kind of pats him on, looks at Rose and says, this one's called Solar. And then hooks up a second one, and this one is this like almost like a deep gray color with kind of black speckles in its fur. And this one is Midnight.
I'm
Rose
already
walks
suspicious.
over to him. Rubs the ears, nose, Little
Yeah,
belly
they-
scratch
they
before
kinda
they
do
get
the-
all the stuff tightened up.
They do the neighs and horse sounds. You know, I can't do them, but I try.
And watch those scratches completely devolve as they're
Hey,
like,
can you-
"Whoosh."
Can you scratch me a little? Can you scratch me a little lower, please? Wilbur.
Yeah, you guys have Midnight and Solar are the horses that are going to be pulling your cart. And
Stay
With
about as far away from
payment-
as I could possibly can.
stay as far away from as I possibly can.
Don't lie. I'm just gonna let you know right now, boys. Are they males or female?
Solar is male, Midnight is female. Mhm.
I'm gonna let you know. I don't. Just making sure. But you can get us there safely. I'd appreciate it. Walk. Climb in the back. I like sit in the very back of the wagon.
All
The back
poop
of
rolls
the back
through.
of the wagon is a little tall, so Herrick has to kind of like his little
I'm
dwarven
stick-
legs like
I'm stick,
dangling
come here,
along.
I'm stick. Come here, let me climb up your back.
I
use
glide on
lipstick
by
as
with the
as a
carpet
step
and go.
stool.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
Just fly off on your own way.
We'll get
Trust me.
Arya, Seraphiel, and everybody situated. I
Go.
look at Rose, kind of motion to the front of the cart. Like, "Okay, are you gonna drive?"
Yeah, I could take the first stint, test them out, see what their quirks are. I'm sure they work fine together, but
Probably best that it's you.
Is there a shotgun seat?
It's a 2-seater up front.
Sarah would offer to ride with Rose.
Sit right behind the two of you up front, so I'm there.
I will say this too, Sarah, as you sit up front and you look at these two horses, one being like symbolism of light and day, one of them being symbolism of dark. You almost feel like as if Seraphis is right beside you. You feel the presence around you somehow. And it gives you this brief sense of calm. Looking at this combo in front of you, pulling your cart.
As Sarah sits down, and you can see just that moment the hair droops just a little. And you hear just, I'll be honest, Rose and maybe Reyna would probably be the only ones who hear this. It's just almost under his breath, you hear, Seraphis, wrap me in your quiet, watchful night. Twilight's veil where shadows meet the fading light. Just gives a little nod and looks out. Then seems to come back and look and make sure everyone's situated and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And then with that, the cart begins to lurch forward onto the road,
Oh,
traveling
All right.
east
all right, we're going.
like an old western. Yeah, it's yeah.
Somehow I picture Rose being a little more gentle.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's not- I don't think you guys want to go from 0 to 60 right here. Watch Herrick go flying out the back.
That would not be good for you. That would not be good for the horse's health.
Easy does it,
Excellent.
friends. Easy does it.
So you guys start your travel from Rampart's Rest. So this is the road leading to Rampart's Rest within the few miles outside isn't quite so bad, but it's not like we're talking like a road that's just been like a beaten path, basically, is all this thing is you can see where there's like basically two lines of dirt that have like the little bit of weeds growing in the middle as you kind of keep on heading down. Where the lines where like the horses kind of walk in or be kind of embedded in this place. You can see where there are some parts where it's tall grasses on the outside, so you can still, if another wagon is coming in your direction, you guys can still like get around each other, but it's almost like, going on a single car like road as you guys are traveling. Yeah, it's a very simple dirt road. Nothing cobblestone or anything like that. It's just you guys are traveling on the dirt road between the hills here as you leave Rampart's Rest. I will say that it will be basically a full day's travel here. Is there anything that you guys are doing or saying or communicating while you guys are traveling this first day?
Rose is just focusing. She doesn't know these horses and wants to make sure that she's kind of watching out for them, getting them to trust her, to keep them calm.
Okay. Can I ask you a question mechanically about your character? Are you proficient in animal handling?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I have
Also,
+4.
okay. Do you have this might be at the bottom left of your character sheet. Do you happen to have proficiency with like land vehicles or anything like that for
No,
wagons
or
or carts or anything like that?
Just simple weapons and navigator's tools.
Navigator's tools. Okay. Yeah.
I do have a spell that's control animal, but I don't think I really need that at the moment.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious on what Rose had moving forward. It seems like these horses know what they're doing, so it's not like it's not difficult. Now, if you got into a situation where you had to, have them speed up or venture off the road somewhere, then you might have to start like doing things to manipulate them or get them to do what you want them to do. But it seems like they just know, hey, stick to the road and travel a calm, easy pace.
Yeah.
So,
It's like those horses that you ride at, like in Hawaii and things, or the Grand Canyon. They know exactly where they're going. It's like autopilot. They know exactly where they're going.
Except the one I rode the one time where we were like on this like excursion type thing, and it decided it wanted to go over here and start eating this patch of grass over here. Yeah. And I remember the person, the guide, came up to me and said, "Oh yeah, that one's stubborn sometimes." And started yelling at them. I was like, "This is my first time ever doing this. I don't know what I'm doing." That's funny. Sorry, squirrel.
Sounds about right.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
But yeah, they're kind of like on autopilot. You're like holding the reins, and you do feel like you're kind of nudging them a little bit, but it's not really anything super difficult. How about the rest of you?
Sero is attempting to keep his eyes open, like where there was tale of, brigands about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think based on things, I don't think anyone's got a passive perception below a 5. So
I rolled my perception.
Well, Dodger definitely noticed. Sero seems to be a little distracted, even as it looks like he's looking around. It's I can tell that something ain't quite right.
Okay. Dodge, you can make your perception check with advantage if you are high above on the carpet.
Well, he's high already.
Perception. With
Sorry, Michael, I tried to send you a whisper to tell you what that roll was for, and Roll20 didn't let me.
No, gotcha.
Because it doesn't like you.
It's saying that it says it's GM rolling to GM.
Right, so I rolled it, and then I said, whisper GM, hey, failed a roll, you'll see in game.
Dodge, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, so you rolled the 17 first and then the 6, so I'm taking the 17. Okay, so yeah, you didn't have to re-roll the whole thing. I was just going to need you to roll one more time.
okay.
Gotcha. Okay, anything else that the rest of you are doing? So Rose is concentrating on getting those horses to do what they're supposed to do. Sarah looks a little distracted. We've got Aladdin keeping lookout.
I'm working on the alchemy jug.
Working on the alchemy jug. Okay, yeah, excellent. You could totally do that in the cart. Raina, Silver, anything in particular? Anything in particular you two doing, saying, wanted to communicate, or?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Okay.
I think Raina is trying to keep an eye out, like Sarah said, like we were told that there's people doing bad things on the road. And I'm also just keeping an eye on Dodge and how high up he flies and how far he goes.
Okay.
Just to make
He'd
sure
have
he's
that boy on it. He'd have that boy on a string.
Nah, he'd cut it. He just miss the string.
I'd get tangled in it.
He knows me so well.
He'd figure out how to hang himself, I'm sure.
If he's within spell distance, I can help him if he gets in trouble. So he's good.
Sarah
Good when
would,
you see him fall.
I'm not talking about
I
seeing.
will
stuff.
land like a superhero.
It's not my goal. My goal is to hit the thing that tries to hit
It's
him.
so hard on the knees.
Sarah will point up to Dodge and just cast a message spell. Like, just make sure to stay within about 100 feet.
No problem. I'm only like 30 feet above you.
Keeping an eye in case. Just in case. Blanket statement, so I can, I guess, it's that perception check to keep an eye on things in general.
Yeah, you can make perception check.
Sarah said 100 feet because that's the distance I can cast through the spider.
Oh, before I forget, Michael, I would have attuned overnight, and like this morning as we were getting ready and everything, to the Ioun stone.
Okay, yeah, you could have done that the evening, yeah.
Just making sure, because that comes into play.
I think you got to make sure, like, that has to be activated to use it.
Yes.
So you have to kind of have it swirling around your head or whatever.
Yeah, that's why.
Ow. 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 Ow.
It keeps hitting
Ow.
Sarah.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
I didn't say much. I didn't roll great, but anyway, keeping an eye out as best I can.
Sarah has to make a dexterity saving throw every 3 seconds.
I think it's staying tight to my head. It's not like out here.
Yeah.
Hey, I dodged that one.
With a wisdom save? That's impressive.
No, with a wisdom saving.
what?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you used the wrong saving throw.
No wonder.
I will say this: as you guys are traveling, I need to ask this. So Dodge, did you only want to stay like 30 feet above the cart? And how far were you going ahead of the cart, or are you kind of staying just right above it?
About 30 feet up and 30 feet forward.
Because I will say, some of these trees alongside the road are fairly tall, and 30 feet is not super high in when it comes to like the height of a tree. So you gotta like think about that. If you're trying to get up over the trees, you might have to go a little bit higher.
I'll constantly adjust the height to get around through trees. Just basically like slaloming.
Okay. I will say with a 17, as you're getting towards the end of your first day, you guys are probably starting to think about giving the horses a rest and finding a place that you can make a camp. Around a bend, kind of to the, as you guys are kind of getting more bending towards the southern end of this first, kind of the first hex on your map here, you can see a little bit of movement. And you can see what looks to be a cart station, like still on the road ahead. Your cart hasn't like fully made like the bend or whatever yet until like whoever is ahead can see you. So you're the first to kind of notice this being up on your flying carpet.
I'll descend and turn and get their attention.
Wait, get our attention or
Ours
their
or theirs?
No, your attention.
Okay. What's up,
And
Dodge?
then
That's why I said turn, back,
Well,
go to the cart.
so what's up, Dodge?
Let them know that there's a cart.
no, not too unusual to see other travelers. Don't want to assume the worst just yet.
Just letting you know.
And you can see Raina's like
Prepare for the worst, but don't assume it.
there's like a slight spark in Raina's hand, like down in the cart, so you can't see it outside of the cart, but it's definitely like prepping for a problem.
Sarah immediately pulls the hood up,
Yeah,
heavy over the
Raina's
face.
Raina's hood's all the way forward, and
Rose slows the horse's
No
pace
one
a little bit.
passes.
Sarah, perhaps I'll sit up front for a moment.
Crawl in the back next to Raina.
Okay. So you guys are kind of changing seating arrangements within the cart.
Yep.
Okay.
Would Dodge get in?
you want them to see that you
He
have
just
a flying
flies higher
carpet.
up.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on things out of.
Flying carpet. Kind of obvious.
Yeah, I don't think people look
trees?
up at that.
I'm
You
just
just explained to us that I have to fly higher than the tree, so I'm sure I can hide somewhere up there.
be careful, Dodge, because if you fall
I can
down,
roll my hide.
Fair.
Go.
And he
So-
can hide his role. Oh,
What you want to do is you want
Um,
to cling on to the carpet and then turn it completely sideways so it's less visible.
I just wrap up in it. Because it can float.
Yep.
Nope, there's no botches up there. Just a weird
Just roll
flying
right up.
rug.
What is it? It
I'm good
seems.
like
Bird, it's
It
plain as
seems
a
we're being
bullet.
assailed by a flying burrito. It says.
A thin one at that.
That's right.
A taquito.
That's right. It's Okito.
Oh, it's a
Hungry.
mini, bite size.
I do this every week. I start talking about food and then I get hungry.
What kind of spiders, Alfred?
Jumping spider.
A terrifying
Fuzzy
one.
ones.
What color?
Excellent.
Blue?
Oh, yep. No, in game it's sort of a like a black and sort of like pinkish brown was what I had gone for with my original image. But I have given our wonderful artist who's doing the artwork for our characters just basically said, I trust your vision. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So are you guys going to continue to kind of like move the cart around the corner to like basically reveal yourselves to whoever this is up ahead?
Rose
Yeah,
would
I
have
think so.
slowed the pace just to give everyone else a little bit extra time to move
Ready.
around and not get jostled and
Okay.
just
Yeah,
keep
perfect.
that slower pace.
As you do come around the bend, you can get a more clear look at what Dodge was trying to kind of share with you guys, as Dodge kind of just caught a glimpse of it first and then immediately like turned around and came down to tell you guys. It looks like there is a cart that's kind of sideways on the road ahead. Still a little ways away from you as you come around a bend. And it looks like there are no horses attached to this cart. And it looks like the cart is badly damaged. Looks like one of the wheels is off of it and like on its side. And it looks like there are several crates that have been pulled off the cart and look like they are like opened up and broken in different places. And there are 3 people that are kind of there. Kind of, one of them's kind of like holding one of the crates, and then another one kind of is like holding something, a piece of broken wood or something like that, and just moving about as you guys kind of come around the bend.
Can I make an insight check based on like how they're moving about? Do I get the vibe that these are victims come back to the scene of a crime, or do I get the vibe that these guys are looting?
Go ahead. Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay, we are getting late, so I'm going to use my +2 from chat.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, cash it in. +2 gifted from chat.
And why not? Because I really want to know what's going on. I'm going to give myself guidance. Oh, wait, can I give myself guidance?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes, I'm going to give myself guidance too. Oh, crap. I didn't need any of it.
Look at that.
Okay,
Might
so
as
guidance
well.
is +4. So that makes it a 27.
29.
A +2 from chat is a 29.
29. And it looks like
Casual 29.
Dodge is stealthing. Are you rolling up in the carpet?
Yeah,
Okay.
just seeing
Yeah.
what's the lay of the land to make sure, and I'm peeking over the top of the part.
Okay. Sure. Okay, with a 24 stealth, 29 insight. As you're still a little distance away, but Sarah, you see that one of the individuals that's moving some of the supplies, starts walking, like looks in the direction of where you guys are coming from, can obviously see there's another cart approaching, and sets the piece of like wooden trash that he was like holding down, leans it up against like one of the broken crates that's still sitting there on the ground, and then walks a little bit quicker to another individual that's in the middle. Looks like somebody who's wearing some kind of maybe like a darker red, kind of scarlet colored cloak, and walks up quickly and looks like they're like immediately like engaging in conversation. So you get the vibe from this check that these people seem to be almost like they're kind of going through these things, not in really any hurry. We were just kind of, the one in the middle just seems to be kind of like they were just like sitting on one of the broken crates when you first like came around the corner.
Can you just tell me when we're within 30 feet of them?
30 feet? Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know if you... I mean, if you guys continue like venturing forward, then eventually you'll get within that distance. No problem.
Rose?
Sarah will look over at Raina's and Rose. And that's right. Silver's up right now too. So over at basically everybody. There's something just doesn't sit right. They're taking their time. They don't seem emotional.
They may have
They
just come
either-
across this just like we have.
Let's
Then
just
why are they looting it?
Are they actually taking the things or just
Are they-
moving through?
They might be just grave robbing. Which,
yeah, we can't cast stones about that. Let's just
Yeah.
get a little closer.
I look at Hamsteak and I go, Hamsteak, go. He ventures forward. He starts at a trot,
Okay, trot like ahead of the cart a little bit.
like
Okay.
ahead of the cart.
Okay.
Go.
Sure.
Rose?
Rose is looking at the ground.
Yeah, just to see, because there's no horses. The cart's pretty busted. The wheel's gone. She has been put in charge of driving this cart and protecting these horses, so she wants to try and make sure nothing's gonna come to harm them, or nothing like a sinkhole or something that caused the wheel to fall off or cause the cart to roll. I don't know. I haven't been this way in forever, so
Oh yeah, sure.
the paths could have changed.
Yeah, so in looking kind of at the cart and anything like that, there isn't like really anything that would hurt you guys or your horses as far as like going that way, but obviously this cart is kind of like blocking the road right now. I mean, you could like, looks like going through some high grass on the side, you could definitely like steer around it. But they are definitely like, this cart is positioned like in the middle of the clear part of the road. And it looks like the cart that you're coming up on is pretty heavily damaged. It looks like it would take an extensive amount of work to repair it and get it moving.
Is there a way around it in the off chance that if we need to go around it? That'd be the other question.
Yeah. There
Right,
would
we
be
go
Go off the
room.
road. Yeah.
There would be room to go off the road a little bit and get around it. It like I said,
Let's just wait and see what happens.
Can I make one other check, given that Sarah was feeling nervous about it?
Sure.
I want to look specifically to the sides and
Okay.
a little back of us. And
Okay.
I'm looking for any other people or things hiding in the darkness.
Okay.
So I've got dark vision out to 420 feet.
All right. Sure thing.
420 feet? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm gonna look to see if I see any like people like on the ground.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like dead body.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can roll that up. Okay.
Bad.
Not bad. A 19 and an 18. Sarah, looking to the sides and looking out off the sides of the cart, nothing, like you don't see any people. It looks like, but dark vision definitely helps your sight, but it doesn't make it so you can see through tree trunks and stuff.
No,
Right.
and
So,
if you're looking from light to shadow, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
help you either.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see, hey, once it gets dark in those trees, do I see, are the ninjas
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't see anybody
between
like
trees getting
you don't see
closer?
anybody like some dude doesn't have a gun trained in on you. You're like coming in, so you don't see any of that. With a perception check, I would say this though. You see evidence of bent grass in a couple of broken branches in areas around this place that would indicate some movement of either people or creatures,
Okay.
animals. So you're seeing that evidence there with a 19. Okay. With an 18 silver, you're seeing kind of like the same thing that Sarah is as you're kind of peering around. There is evidence of more than what you see. You don't see any dead bodies. But as you guys
Do I s-
start, okay, go ahead, Rose.
I was gonna say, near the broken grass and broken branches, do I see any like hoof prints?
You would probably have to stop the cart, get out, and do like some closer investigation to be able to see something like that, because that's kind of off of the beaten path where they're seeing this.
Okay.
So it would be like that would be within the grass, and you'd really have to kind of get close to see that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But as you guys start to approach, how close are you guys? Just going like right to it?
I just need to get to 30 feet.
Do they like
Okay.
seem to respond to us in any way? Are they like coming out towards us or anything?
Not yet, but as you get closer, you do see the one that was wearing like the deep red cloak kind of stands up from sitting down, takes a couple steps forward, and just kind of pulls back a hood from her head. You can see she has like a lock of blonde hair that kind of like falls over her face, and she shouts towards the cart. Whoa there, travelers! And like holds out her hand towards you to halt.
Rose, that's on you.
Rose is reading our notes.
That's it.
Rose.
They're casting message.
Stop reading. Stop reading. Driving a cart for dummies. Maybe you wish to go. And I'm
When
gonna
she
if
takes off
stops,
her like hood,
Mm-hmm.
does Rose recognize her?
Rose does not.
Okay.
if Rose
Phew,
stops,
it's
I'm
not
gonna
Mom.
roll out. Yeah.
Mm,
If
yeah,
Rose
it's
stops
not Mom.
the cart, if Rose stops the cart, Herrick's gonna roll off.
Do we get to 30 feet? I need to know.
Let me see.
I need answers. I need to try a thing. I keep forgetting
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
If it's a 10 or above, you get within 30 feet. If it's below that, I would say you're about at 60 feet.
Rena,
You get within 30 feet before she reaches out.
shoot
Now,
the children first. They're slow.
I'm guessing that Rose halts the cart at the 30-foot mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The second we get within 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
the lady who took her hood down, I'm going to use the medallion of thoughts I got. I want to read her mind.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
thoughts.
why you needed within 30
Yes.
feet. Oh,
Are
okay.
you doing the surface thoughts or the one that requires a saving throw?
Mhm. Yeah, you're gonna do the one that requires the in-depth, or are you gonna go right off the top?
It says can use it to sense thoughts or read thoughts
Okay.
for like the first action. I don't
Mhm.
have to sense her thoughts because she's right there. So I know she's there.
Mhm.
So read her surface level thoughts, and I'm not going to delve deeper until I think I need to. So surface level, read thoughts.
Okay. And then
Understand.
you're gonna
Going on.
decide what to do after that. Okay.
After I hear what she has to say. Ahead, yes.
Surface level thoughts. So you hear her thinking, well, I didn't think another one would be through today. But let's see what they have. And perhaps this won't be a complete waste. That's surface level.
I just check something.
How you doing?
I will. 'Cause you know what? That seemed aggressive to me, so I feel like this is gonna go problematic either way. So I'll just whisper to my friends.
Mhm.
She's thinking of seeing what we have. Be ready for a problem. And then I'm gonna push deeper so that I'm trying to give my friends the alert to like they might come after us.
They might come after us.
She already sees a 300-pound freaking mechanical
Yeah.
boar coming towards her.
Yeah, but she's playing off like the whoa travelers, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so
I
she has to make a saving throw now, right?
Some saving throw of, I think 13 is my safe DC.
Um,
See if I can find my.
Well, was this from an item or was this a spell you have prepared?
It's an item.
Because the item might set the save DC. Check the item.
Usually it's 15. Unless
Uh,
it says otherwise, it's generally
hold
15.
on. The medallion has.
Yeah,
Gotta look it
you
up.
might want to double check.
It just
that,
says to
yeah.
cast.
What?
To cast detect thoughts. Oh, save DC 13, so it's the same as mine anyway. So
Most items are 15 unless I say otherwise.
mine says 13.
There you go.
so it's using your DC to cast
Yeah,
a spell, then
mine.
probably.
No, the medallion specifically says 13. For low-level spells, it generally starts at 13 because that's what a base character has. As you get to higher-level spells, they have higher.
Got it. So the saving throw is a 13 wisdom save for this one. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a wisdom save here. Has a +2.
Can I ask- Yeah.
Huh?
no.
Got it.
Nope.
Okay. Hoping this isn't whispering, but I'll go ahead and do that. It probably did whisper. Rolled a 4.
Whisper.
So I would
Did
say
whisper,
no.
but
So I get deeper level thoughts.
Deeper level
She's gonna-
thoughts.
Deeper.
She knows I'm there though. Like she can feel that someone's got her brain.
Yep.
For after.
Feeling
So yeah,
very
she'll
deep.
immediately after she's gonna know that somebody was meddling. Okay.
Poking around.
So you're
In the
poking around in there.
fleshy parts of her brain.
This is what I kind of see. I
Yeah.
see Raina look at like her mind. Inside her mind, she's doing this. What's going on in there?
like the old school
The fleshy
Rolodex or the
Yeah.
The
Um,
I
fleshy
was
part.
thinking
Yeah.
the one
So
from Deadpool.
yeah.
the lady fingers.
So it's going into deeper level thoughts as you get those brief surface level thoughts. You start to hear the inner conversation in her mind, and what you hear is that this looks like a really interesting group. I'm not sure what that thing is in front of me. But it might be it might be interesting to take a look at.
That's not very nice. It's a dwarf.
That's right.
No, it's not.
But you also get this conversation, this thing about if they have eggs, if they have the dragon eggs, we'll find them.
Oh.
And then you see her like
Yeah.
get this like quizzical look on her face for a moment. And that's where we're going to end this episode
I knew it.
of
Nice.
Chronicles of the Shattered.
What? No, just like 4 more hours. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we're good. None of us
Did
have
you
to go to
say
work
dragon
tomorrow.
eggs?
None of us have
I mean,
to go
I
to work
don't.
tomorrow.
Dragon eggs. Shut up.
That's what I say.
So, you guys, for the help of with Raina busting out this clutch spell here,
Very good.
got
I'm
some
so
of
mad.
the information from the thoughts of this woman standing in front of this broken cart in the middle of the road. So, but now, unfortunately, she knows that somebody was meddling in her mind. And in 2 weeks' time, on May the 4th,
Be with you.
May the 4th, and we were talking about metal in people's minds.
Yeah, there you go.
You
That's
should not have
perfect.
She's using the force.
Well, if Brandon has the force, this would be a big old problem.
Very cool.
They are almost certainly Emberclaw, but they may not be bad people overall. We'll find out.
What's this interesting thing walking up? I want to take a closer look at it. Do they have the dragon eggs?
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, they're in the pig.
They're
In
blocking
the pig. It's got a little storage compartment. You just like go, and there's all
Also,
these
they
going-
might be trying to stop other people from doing bad things with dragon eggs.
Hamsteak's got some junk in the trunk. Let me tell you that right now.
I have never met a group of people who blockaded a road.
Thank you.
Without
Is
Did
it
they
using,
blockade
like,
the
an
road,
official
or did they
gate,
just
like,
happen
thing.
to have knocked over a cart in a way that blockaded?
no.
They murdered people, stole the horses, hid the bodies, and now they're
Actually,
looking
this is a
buried.
lot of assumptions.
Well, this was an enjoyable game tonight, everybody. Thank you guys once again. We've got some more information. We got ready. We got a plan going forward, at least somewhat of a plan. You guys got some property waiting for you. So we've got that going on, and you guys are heading in the direction of Sunshore with this blockade here happening here with this woman who you're reading her thoughts. We will see what happens next time we're together. Don't forget, we'll off next week, but we'll be back on May the 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope that you will join us then. And if you watched us on YouTube, thanks again for watching.
Thanks for being here, boys.
And
Appreciate
stick
it.
around for the next one. That will be uploaded shortly. Don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, everybody. See you later.
Good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.